As you know, civilization is a grouping of different cultures under one flag. Every group or every community within the society has their own type of folk dancing, which reflecting them or represents them to the others. The countess chooses their ambassador who is educated enough and speak very well and perfect to represent them to the other countries. This is exactly the folk dancing within the society or within the groups inside the society. This point leads us to every community has its own heritage footprint. Hence, folk dance is a living heritage imprint of every group within the society. From this point of view, we have to choose the correct folk dance steps which represent us to the audience. But how I choose the correct dance steps without understanding my body? I saw a lot of dancers, they hurt their bodies when they're going to use a hard dance steps, very hard dance steps. I don't know why, but sometimes I think that because they are in a competition, they think that they are in a competition most of the time. Dancing is not competition, dancing is feeling. So we have to know exactly what are we perform on the stage. Normally, folk dancing, it means exactly a story, a very basic story, and I can use it in a correct way. Please try to find the correct story which you can represent it on the stage or to represent yourself through this story. I don't know why I feel that 99% of the dancers, they live inside the competition. Of course, all of us, we live in a competition. Life is competition, but where is yourself? Where is your feeling? Where is your soul? All the time, I have to find a place to sit in, to feel myself, to understand exactly everything around. This type of dance, it is feeling. So for this reason, don't push yourself inside competition all the time. There will be one dancer better or stronger than you. One day you will see her. So you have to feel yourself, you have to feel your body, and you have to understand the difference between you and the others. For this reason, you have to choose the correct dance steps. This is exactly the belly dancing and oriental dancing, which they are the top level of folk dancing. Sometimes people don't understand when I say that oriental dance or belly dancing is a top level of folk dancing, because they feel that it is type of dance in its own place. No, it is not. Because if you look at the oriental dancing, immediately you will find a lot of different types of folk dance steps inside. And if you look at the belly dancing, immediately you will understand that I'm presenting my body, the beauty of my body for the audience. So these 2 points are very important to respect your body and to understand exactly what are you doing, not just only to be in this level or in this place alone over there and stay alone over there. And also, you are not in a competition. Of course, we can be in a competition in 1 or 2 or 3 times, something like that, but not all the time. So for this reason, you have to understand exactly the time of dancing, I mean inside the choreography, even the time of dancing on the stage, even also the time of dancing, which it depends of this type of dance, I mean the folk dancing, the steps, understand exactly everything around, and then create your choreography, and then going to the stage or perform on the stage in a perfect way. So there is a big difference between folk dancing and oriental dancing and also belly dancing. Belly dancing, it is type of wonderful dance steps which show the beauty of my body. Oriental dancing, it is the highest level of folk dancing. I choose the correct dance steps which represent a story. This story, I have to choose it right well, which I will perform it on a stage for the audience. Exactly the same also with belly dancing, but in belly dancing I choose the beauty of my body and I show it right well, or I play right well in front of the audience to let them feel my feeling with my body, which it means exactly a relationship between me and my body. This is very important. You have to keep in mind all the time what type of dance you choose or what type of dance you are using on the stage. 90% of the dancers are dancing on the stage and they think that they're doing an oriental dancing or they're doing folk dance, but when we look what are they doing on the stage, it is type of belly dancing. You have to concentrate what type of performance. This performance can be from your mind when you understand exactly every step and every type of dance you are performing. For this reason, I created this channel to explain a lot of knowledge about this type of dance all of us we love. You know why belly dancers, or let me start from the beginning. You know why the ballet dancers, they are in this top level? Because they have the knowledge practically and theoretically together. They study it very well. For this reason, they are using all this information in front of you when they're going to dance. This is exactly what we miss. We are dancing on the stage, looks like we imitate each other. This problem coming from us first, not from you. When we start to teach you as a parrot, I give you the steps and you have to do the same as me, as my body doing, without understanding that there is a big difference between our bodies. I give you the step without explaining to you the meaning of the step and what is behind the step. So for this reason, you are doing the same as me. You imitate my step. Some of us as teachers explain what are we do, or what is the performance we are doing, or what type of a step we are doing and why, and the meaning behind the step, but not all of us. For this reason, a lot of good dancers, by the way, they are perfect, but in the end I feel that they imitate some of the Arabian people or some of the Egyptian people. So I mean dancers. So where is your feeling? Where is your mind? That is exactly what I'm looking for, and that's exactly what I want to explain to you. You have to have a story, and you have to understand why are you doing this type of a step and the meaning behind the step. To be in this level, or to go to this level, the highest level of dancing. This is exactly the main point. The body betrays its owner as well as expose him. For this reason, I have to respect my body. I still remember one of the teachers in Reda Troupe, since long time, when he told us, when you're going to dance, you have to dance in the front of mirror to see your body, to believe your body, to respect your body, and you have to move right well to understand the perfect dance step until you keep it right well in your mind. For this reason, it will come without thinking on the stage. This is one of the main points. When I was studying dancing, I was dancing, of course, in the front of the mirrors, same as every one of you, same as all dancers all over the world. But now I can dance without mirror because I understand my body right well. I respect my body right well. This is also another point you have to keep in mind, and to use it all the time, to believe it all the time, to win, and to feel that you're going step by step until you reach the top, or you reach this level, the highest level of dancing, which all of us are looking for. Have you ever asked yourself how you understand the different types of folk dancing? It is type of visual identity which represents its own community or own people. This is exactly the way we understand dancing or understand folk dancing. When I go look at the folk dance or a type of folk dance, or when I'm going to study the folk dance from a teacher or choreographer, I have to do the same as him. Exactly, this is correct, but I have to understand also the time of each type of step. I have to understand the story. I have to understand everything around this type of step, as I explained to you before, to know exactly what I am doing later on the stage. And this visual identity, it will reflect my soul and my feeling to the audience in that. This point also led us to something we call it visual nutrition. So I have to see or to watch many different types of dance steps belongs to this type of dance to understand it right well and to understand what I will do in the end or what I will create in the end. It cannot come from one evening or one day or something like that. It takes a little bit time to know exactly the difference and to understand exactly the time. So I have to understand everything around to create it right well or to perform it right well on the stage. That was my video for today, and of course, again, I will be waiting for your feedback for all of these points, and if you have any question or any comment, please write it down. I'll be waiting for you for all of this, and please also share it with your friends. I love very much to have many different types of minds through my talking or what I explained to you in my talking of today, and I will be waiting for you in the next video. Thank you very much and see you again very soon.